They say good things often come in small packages, and that's definitely the case with singer April Smith. This incredible talent has a strong, powerful voice and a unique retro pop style that's earned her rave reviews from critics and audiences everywhere. Now, April normally tours with her band, The Great Picture Show, but today we have her singing solo, and in a moment we'll get to enjoy some of her music. But first, we're going to chat a bit with April Smith, and it is a pleasure having you here. Welcome to Backstage.
Thanks for having me.
Now, as I was saying earlier before we got this interview started, is that I really enjoyed your music because it's a nice mix of different styles of music. How would you describe it?
I would say it's sort of a retro pop sound, sort of like the Andrews Sisters meets the Beatles kind of a thing, you know.
Now, you grew up in a musical family and a lot of great influences that way. You know, what were some of your greatest, influences?
I would say, and actually it's a far cry from the Andrews Sisters or the Beatles, but like Queen and Led Zeppelin were really big. And that's actually my first album. You can hear those influences more. And then I sort of took a different turn with my writing. I just started writing differently, and then, it's this style, this new type of music for me just sort of came about, and I've just been, writing that way for a while now, and I guess that maybe it'll change again, but I think it's fun as an artist to explore different styles, and so we'll see what my next album sounds like.
Well, your first album, your debut album in 2006 was Love Letter Bombs.
Right.
What was that style like, and how has that evolved into what you are today?
That was more of a straightforward rock sound. It was like, definitely, more rock than pop. I'm still very proud of it, but, it's just something different, a different sound, So, and this is definitely more of a throwback to not just the 50s and 60s, but really before that, to like the 30s and 40s, that type of sound.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, when you're sitting back, writing your songs and putting together the lyrics, what inspires you most to come up with some of your songs?
Oh, gosh, everything, really. I mean, it could just be a line that I think of in my head, or, a melody that comes to mind. Usually it's a line, though, like just one line, and then I sort of, it sort of snowballs off of that, so into a song. And, if I never write anything down, so my feeling is that if it's good enough to be a song, I'll remember it. So, generally, that's kind of the rule of thumb that I use in songwriting, is if it's a good song, you won't forget it. And so, that's how I've written this whole upcoming album, I guess, that I'm going to record.
Now, you're currently on tour, and tell us very quickly, you have a very unique way of traveling. You travel in a bus that's fueled on vegetable oil, is that the truth?
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I bought it last year, this year, actually, earlier this year, and I converted it to run on vegetable oil, which is something you can do with a diesel engine. They were actually invented by Rudolph Diesel to run on peanut oil originally, so it's kind of cool. It's a lot of hard work, though, and it's definitely not convenient, but it is good. It is a greener approach to touring and to traveling, and it makes you feel good about traveling, and not kind of burning all that gas. And when you're traveling with a band, it's a better way to travel, for me anyway.
And I'll bet it smells good too. Now, we want to hear some of your music, so what are you going to sing for us first?
First I'll do Wow and Flutter.
All right. Well, without any further ado, you have the stage, April Smith.
Thanks.
Now I'm like a big bad wolf at your door. My mouth is wide open. What a fun sound. Just ahead on Backstage. Another concert on Comcast. Barcelona is here with their biggest hits.